All right. How's it going tonight, everyone? Welcome. Sorry for the late start. I had to take an involuntary nap, and then I watched the rest of the hockey game. Just see my team lose. It's okay though. We're gonna pick up. Well, I'm not. I was gonna say we're gonna pick up where we left off, but that's not true. We're working on something different tonight. Um, you'll notice the member list looks a little different. It has status in it. Um, This is something that wasn't even possible in Pidgin 2 because we didn't keep track of status for people in chat. Because we just didn't for whatever reason. Um, Ivanhoe did a follow up or did a pull request earlier in the week of handling now away and unaway messages in IRC. I was like, oh, this is going to get really hard to debug. We should show it somewhere. I'm like, didn't we? I'm like, I'll build a widget for that and we can just drop it in the list. I'm like, wait, we already did that. So this is just turning it on in the member list, really. So I started this the other day and I just didn't get it finished yet because busy and whatever. But yep, that's not even the diff. So like, this is the main diff. Just add Pidgin presence icon to the member list. This is the member list or conversation member widget. So from the conversation member, we get the conversation member, which is purple conversation member. From that, we get the contact info property, which is the contact info. From that, we get the presence, and we bind that into the presence object, and boom, we're done. Except that eventually calls Pidgin icon name from presence, and even though the docs say that it'll use the fallback if presence is invalid, it didn't. So I fixed that at 2. So we get a nice little update here. So yeah. I was trying to finish this before stream, and then, like I said, involuntary nap, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's funny, too. Slater was laying on the arm of the couch, and I laid down on the couch next to him. And then he moved to the back of the couch, and I scooched my head up on the armrest, and then I was gone for over an hour. So, yep. Fun times. All right, anyways. HG branch, member list presence. Add a Pidgin.presence icon to Pidgin.conversation member. This is kind of a placeholder for now, as this should be an emblem on avatars. But this it was easy to add, so I did it. This also fixes an issue where Pidgin icon name icon name from presence would throw a G warning if the presence wasn't valid. How's it going, Fallen? Welcome. How you doing? I should probably screenshot this. That's okay. Also, I forgot to run turtles. Whoops. I was thinking tonight too. So Gnome is trying to push this day of visibility for accessibility, something like that. I was thinking, oh, we should maybe do that. But like, there's a lot of stuff I need to read and learn about the accessibility stuff, and with a late start, we're probably not going to get into it. I can tell you that Pidgin 3 is not nearly anywhere where it should be for accessibility because, like I said, I don't know how it works. So that's a problem. Like, I'm laughing because it's absurd, and we should be doing better. We should know how it works and everything. But right now, the focus has been on making the damn program work. So it's been a thing. Oh, I gotta wait for that to connect and make sure I don't dox myself here, which is fine. Okay, Sassel Serve popped up, which means I should be able to. Yeah. So we gotta wait for the channel to finish thing. Okay, there's Chan serves, right? This is weird. I don't know why it takes so long with this one. But like if I We really need to figure out how to avoid that from happening too. But if I join Libera, it takes a second to sync, but then it's in much better shape. See? So I don't know. Oh, and I'm offline apparently. Fun. Am I offline in Pidgin too? Oh, okay, whatever. Pidgin synced up. Well, yeah, this is part of the fun. Oh, I am offline. Okay. Like, this is stuff we weren't catching because we didn't know what our presence was, right? So this is stuff that we definitely need to be doing. Scrot minus S member list presence dot ping. And I have no idea if these are right or not, but all right. 4004. Oh, sweet. I got a fish trophy right away. Joined Hash Pidgin on Libera and watched all the presences. Update. Also called in the turtles. Member list. Thank you, Polyhedron, for the 21 months. Greatly appreciate it. How you doing tonight? List showing a pigeon dot presence icon added. Do it. But yeah, so yep, we got a bug there. That's a problem. But we'll tackle that one later. I'm not too worried about that right now. That's fine. Like I said, the diff here is easy, right? The biggest thing was this change to actually make that work right. I debated about doing that as a separate pull request. I'm only going to do it as one, right? But boom, there's the icon. Yay. I really wonder what world we would be in if the template library stuff was this way back when I started pushing geometrification 14 years ago. No, more than 14. Fuck. Has it been that? Jesus Christ. It's like 17 years ago. Jesus. People might have jumped on board a lot more and we wouldn't have had all the crap that led to me being on hiatus for a while. So I just lost motivation. But yeah, like, oh, hey, look, here's the entire UI update to add this feature. Blink. I mean, we already built the widget, but like, even if we had to build the widget's like 200 lines. Then plus this to add it, and that's it. You don't have to do anything else. yes, exactly. But no, I really the thing was we had so much more momentum back there, and back then, and we just don't have that momentum anymore, right? For better or worse. I mean, it's obviously for worse. We have momentum, we just don't have nearly the same level. Like, you know, like why is it taking so long? Well, I don't know. Back in the day, we had developers that worked on one protocol alone, not all of them. Right? So like Nathan maintained XMPP, other people would chip in, but you know, XMPP was his, IRC was Ethan's, AIM was Mark's, so was ICQ because it used the same protocol. MSN was Chip or Christian. Sean did a bunch of Yahoo and AIM, I think. Marv did a bunch with Yahoo, right? Like, and now it's like, all right, Gary has IRC and Bonjour. Mark also had Bonjour, and XMPP, and I guess Matrix and SIP. And you see the problem here? It's just like, oh, yeah, yeah. So what people think I'm being an ass, it's because I'm tired. I'm exhausted, and I'm being an ass because I'm tired and exhausted. Okay. So the next thing we want to do, there's a thing we added a bit ago, but didn't actually make it into anything. And I'm trying to figure out if we want to do this like Chrome style or what, but we'll see. So, where the hell is it? guess it's this one. So we added, what the hell is it? So we added this developer mode option a while ago. And the idea was we could show additional information if you're in developer mode and stuff like that. So like Discord, for example, if you turn on developer mode and you right click on somebody's name, you get an option to copy their user ID. Other weird shit like that, right? And that's part of what this idea is for. And then, this is also be able to give us additional information, stuff like that. The thing is, we don't have a way to turn it on. I mean, you can turn it on in the config file, but that it works, but ugh. But we're going to quickly knock out a preference page to have this, and I'm trying to think of what else we want to put into the developer options. But maybe we don't need to put anything else right now, and just building a simple one for this Boolean's not a big deal. Oh, we can also get into the appearance stuff. There's a bunch more stuff that needs to go in there, or and privacy too. So that's stuff we need to work on tonight. But we're gonna do the developer mode first because it's just there, it's quick, it's easy. And there's some other stuff I want to put it in and stuff like that. I forget what the original point of this was. Oh, one of the original points of the developer mode. Thank you, SWK, for the 7 months. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. But yeah, so one of the other things we wanted developer mode for was to hide the protocols that aren't functional yet, right? So we have Bonjour, SIP, and XMPP that don't work but show up in the list, right? So in account manager, I can hit add, and we got this works, doesn't work, doesn't work, right? In developer mode, we could show these. I think we have them all already tagged and everything. That's what we need to check right now. Purple demo protocol.c. I think we have some way to say this. No, I don't remember how we were going to do this, but the idea was for something like that, right? So then we could have the protocol list not show like in development protocols, right? And then we can go from there. How's it going, Subuntu? Welcome, welcome. How you doing? But yeah, were we gonna use a tag or something? I totally thought we did this on some of this. Oh, I'm looking at demo. Demo works. Nope. Okay. But yeah, so anyways, protocols have a tags object, don't they? I don't remember. I could probably look at the code, but this might be easier. Might be. Search path, ID, name, options. We did not put a tag object in there. All right. Nope. So what the review request might be easier. Or it's developer mode, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, there was a bug for this. Check for the, yeah, this adds API for it, blah, blah, blah. I thought I had other options there. It would be useful to have a developer mode that can be set via preferences to only show things that are useful to developers. A few ideas have brought this up right now. The XMPP and Bonjour protocols are incomplete and are not going to be finished for experimental 1. So instead of adding something to the build system to not build them for that version, it would be much easier if we could just hide them by default, which would also mean that other users could work on developing them as well, right? So the thing here is like shipping something that's incomplete sucks, but if we can hide it from people that aren't going to do anything with it, cool, right? But then people can easily work on it while they have it. How's it going, Robotic Head? Welcome, welcome. Those who don't know Robotic Head, he's another streamer here on Twitch. He works on a project management tool called Nearbeach, which is open source. And you should definitely give him a follow. And so we also use this plugin actions menu via tags or something. The initial idea here is that the request test and the demo protocol plugin. That's right, that's the other one. Likewise, the contact info menu could add a copy ID option like Discord has. It could also be used to add some toggles to the input widgets to help with testing, stuff like action, typing. Oh, right. Finally, we could provide an option to close persistent notifications if developer mode is on. Okay, yeah. We probably don't need to type in this. You can just yep. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm like, I know I had a bunch of ideas for this. So right now the point is let's actually build the UI part for it so that we can actually turn it on easily. And this is going to be real easy too. We're just going to grab the privacy preferences page. And we're going to, oop, that's totally not what I meant. And this is going to become Pidgin developer preferences.h. And if anybody else can think of any other development things that might make sense to have, we can put them here too, right? I can't think of anything in particular right now, right? But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we'll think of something. Figure their developer settings. Oh, I should have. I don't think that's anywhere else. Oh, it is right there. How's it going, Icarus Man? Welcome. Afternoon for you is 10 o'clock p.m. or 10 p.m. for me, or 2200. But it is okay. Alright, that looks fine. Let's do privacyprefs.ui, or it's privacy.ui. New, paste, save, developer.ui. Pidgin, developer prefs. Oh, we need to pick an icon. References, other... Oh, no. System symbolic looks much better for developer options. I don't think we're using this one yet. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. Development, sure. Developer mode. Oh, yeah, that's fine. ID is developer mode. I guess we're just gonna say developer mode. Oh wait, this is the group title. All right, so we'll say development settings. Developer mode. Okay. Maybe developer, right? Yeah. Okay. We didn't do the C file yet. That's fine. We'll get there in a second. Pidgin mason.build. Pidgin prefs. Developer prefs. Oh, right. This one. I'm trying to save myself time and search for it, and I can't because I'm dumb. Because, like, I tried to search for the thing I need to add, not the thing that's here. No, wait. Where the hell did I just put this? Okay, yeah, that's right. And then in resources, prefs, developer. Okay. No, this is C with GTK. So I'm not sure if you're trying to be funny or just definitely not a 10x developer. Oh no, we need developer prefs.c. I should have copy pasta or multi-cursor, not copy pasta. Developer mode. The thing is, 10x developer has been here many, many times, and I can't remember if he's always trolling or not. Okay, maybe not many, many times. Only 18 messages. So why's my phone bleeping? Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. Oh. 40% scatter, 40% chance of scatter thunderstorms tomorrow. We had some crazy weather tonight. It's cool though. What do we call it? Oh, developer mode. Yeah, so we did this pull request the other day. I don't think it was on stream. We used to do this thing where we did purple core get settings backend. And then we would take that result and we'd pass it in G settings new with path and backend or whatever. I created a new setting where you just give the schema name and the core will create the object for you, so it's less code and less crap going around. So yeah. You know you're 10x dev and you're here all the time trolling. You don't have to remind me. Okay, yep. And the QSFP 28s are too damned high. Yes, they're too damned high. So this is actually gonna be im.pidgin.purple dot g schema. No, not g resource. Yeah, g schema.xml. im.purple core. Right, and then we are going to set this to. Oh, I close this now. Developer mode. Developer mode. So there might be more to this than just the Pidgin stuff, but we'll see. Right, we'll see what happens. There may be a Pidgin specific settings, which will be a different settings object and all that, but we'll have to figure that out. But we need to say Pidgin prefs.c. No, we need .ui, and then Pidgin developer prefs. Oh, yeah, that's wrong. 63. Okay, I guess it's still trying to build anyways. There we go. Thank you. Yep, that's wrong. 73. Missed that one. SWK, is there anything you can think of from a chat or call perspective that you would want a developer setting for? Your back-end and experience with this tells me there's times when you're like, I wish I had this setting. Or not, I don't know. Development. Boom. Developer mode. Link. Cool. So now we should have config Pidgin 3, Pidgin 3.ini. Boom. Developer mode true. Developer mode false. Sweet. Oh, that's right. It's when you get to a certain size. I'm like, okay, yeah. Whoop. It doesn't do tooltips? Well, we're speaking about accessibility earlier. Let's see. Developer.ui. I'm gonna guess at what a preferences page has a tooltip. Huh. Or not. What about maybe it's from widget? As tooltip. Tooltip text. All right, let's go with that. Settings for developers. Sure, I have 2 build windows going, whatever. Oh. Huh. Oh, okay. Interesting. I wonder how that's supposed to work then. This window seems to have issues too. It's really annoying. Like the Edwada, whatever window it's in, it does weird shit. Okay, so that's not quite what I was thinking it would do, but that's okay. So we're just gonna get rid of that for now, but that's okay. Maybe there's an option like don't reconnect. Don't connect at startup. Other stuff like that. Add a developer settings preference pane. It is just toggles developer there toggles herbal developer mode setting. Do. 4005. I went over this. That's fine. Toggle preference a few times and verified the key file was updated for it. Also called in the turtles. The show hide demo, since it's a working protocol and will be visible always when So the idea of demo is always going to be visible. There's some other bigger ideas for demo that haven't been realized yet. Um, so demo is great for creating screenshots, but you know what else it's good for? Having an interactive demo showing you how to use the program. Um, we haven't done that yet because the program's not done. Stuff's going to change, and I don't want to create a lot of work. Um, but the idea is when it first starts off, it'll ask you if you want to take a tour or something. There's other apps that do this, right? I mean, you've seen this before, right? And the idea with demo is we don't need any credentials or anything, and we can walk you through it, right? Like people have asked us time and time again for a user guide, and the problem with a user guide is like all documentation, if it's not being updated and stuff regularly, it gets out of date quickly. Something like an interactive demo in the program, it doesn't get bit rotted, it breaks and causes compile errors or runtime errors, right? So it's much easier to go through and test. Rather than read the docs, I can hit the interactive thing and then just goes through it real quick and go from there. But yeah, that's a long-term goal we're trying to get to, but yeah. Yeah, and also the other problem with documentation is developers, including myself, suck ass at it. I try really hard to make sure I'm being, or to look at things from without like my experience in it, but the problem is, as somebody who built the software, it's really hard for me to figure out what is and isn't important to somebody that's new. As a user, you suck at reading. Yeah, I think the problem with documentation is it just, everybody's experience with it sucks. Whether it's consuming it, creating it, consuming it as a creator, it's all bad. Yeah, right. It just work. Documentation is really, really hard. That's just all that matters. So how do we want to make this work in the protocol list? I don't necessarily want to put a property for in development. I guess the easier way is we have an ID, a name, a description, icon name, search path, and then options. The protocol option stuff needs to go away. Actually, maybe we can get rid of that right now. Let's see. Protocol.h. That's why I have tech writer. Yeah, well, where are the open source tech writers? Please tell me. Okay. This we don't care about. This option's gone. Can we clean these up? Okay, we're gonna clean up whatever we can here. Unique chat name. Rooms have topic. See, this is like stuff we just don't care about anymore, right? With like the protocols can set it, and they can go from there. Yeah, so this doesn't need to be here. Does this get checked anywhere? It does. All right, maybe I don't want to do this, but I think we're gonna leave this for now. So like a tag for like being in development would make a lot of sense, but protocols don't have tags right now, which there's no reason they can't, they just don't. So do we add a tag to the protocol? I think that's probably the cleanest way. Yeah, let's just go with that way for now. Prop tags. Purple tags, star tags. Yeah, this will get a little funky, but it's okay. And then, we'll just have a tag that says in development, or in development, true, right? Or 1. I don't know. We'll probably make it say true. And then the account or the protocol list will, filter those based on developer mode or not. This is get property, case prop tags, G value set object, value purple protocol, get tags, protocol, break. You can't set this, that's fine. We G clear object, prime dash tags. Protocol tags equals purple tags new. So like in Pidgin 2, or Purple 2 more specifically, we had accounts could have settings and buddies could have settings, or B-list nodes could have settings. And the entire intent of tags is to get rid of that notion and replace it with something that's more flexible and easier to use. So yeah. Final sign, we've done so much math today. Oh boy. Good luck. Hope it goes well. But so like the tags object, it's just a list of strings, and you can break them into key and value. But like the types are string, and you get what you get. But it makes it real easy for us to just slap them onto anything. A class at tags instance for the protocol. Properties, prop tag, G param spec object tags. No, purple type tags. This is only readable. G param static strings. Because we don't expose the we don't allow you to replace the instance. You just get the instance to work with. Get options. Get users. Oh, it goes here anyways. Purple tags star. Purple protocol. Get tags. Protocol. G return valid fail is protocol. No. Return protocol tags. Boom. Not as tags object. Get name, description, options, user splits. User splits are going to go away soon, I hope. Protocol. Get tags. It's the tags object from the protocol. Sure. Tags instance. That's 3.0. Purple available in 3.0. Blink, blink, blink. This should compile. I don't know why we didn't finish this for experimental 1. It's not hard. Oh, I have to include tags. Right, I think we just got sidetracked and kind of forgot about it. What? What the fuck did I name it if I didn't name it tags? Oh, I know what I did wrong. Purple protocol private. Protocol is derivable, so it just has private data. Yep, same problem on 265. We have to add this to the unit test, but there's nothing to it. The unit test is just gonna make sure it got a tags object. That's it. Because as long as that's wired up, we don't give a shit because the tags are unit tested elsewhere and we're fine. Or we don't have a property tester here? No. All right. Huh. I don't really want to do this right now, but we should do this in the near future. At the very least, like, this should make sure that the protocol has everything wired up right and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess we can just do that right now. It's not gonna be a whole lot to add. It's gonna be a little annoying, but it's all right. MSN and Yahoo notify you when you have mail. Yep, great. Now it just goes into notifications. um, G-test add func / protocol / properties. Test purple protocol properties. Oh, I went way too high. Scan connect tests. General tests. Good. Yay. Oh, we're not even going to do it this way, but that's okay. All right, so we've got car star ID equals null, car star name equals null. So we do G object new for this. Test protocol name, test protocol null. G object get, G object protocol. There we got burp good. Excuse me. G clear pointer. Brother-in-law still uses Yahoo Mail. His main is Gmail, but he puts travel-related stuff in Yahoo. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, whatever. Oh, you're responding to Mr. Love Pickle. Yeah, I mean, I still technically have a Gmail, although I think they turned off my, or not a Gmail, a Yahoo Mail, but I think they turned off my mail, so I didn't use it for so long. But like, I can go and reactivate the account, right? It's not a big deal. All right, good. We made it that far. What other properties we got? We've got description. This is a description. Again, this is stuff we should have done a long time ago, but we just didn't for whatever reason, right? It happens. Good. Oh, we got description. We've got icon name. We can do tags right away too. So the way this works, I haven't explained it well, so we'll go through it real quick. We create the protocol using GObject new like this because this will make sure that everything's wired up right with the properties. Then we use to set the properties. Then we use GObject to make sure everything's wired up right with the get property. So like we're not going to put tags in here because tags is a read-only property, so we can put it here. And then down here we can do verb assert type tags comma purple type tags, and then we can g clear object tags. I don't use NeoVim. You still pay for Hotmail? I didn't realize you could pay for Hotmail. You have the Hotmail account since you registered for a Microsoft Passport, even though it has your maiden name. Oh, jeez. That's yep. That's old. Okay. But yeah. Anyways, this is Sublime Text, not NeoVim. Description. Oh, we got icon name, icon search path, icon resource path. Fuck. Search path? Oh, technically this should be the other way. Resource path. So I was thinking, I want to find a way to be able to get, why does that complete? All right, whatever. I want to find a way to be able to get our code coverage out into metrics so that we can post it. Although I guess that's not that hard. It's kind of annoying, but I'd rather not have to. So like, it's one of the things I'd like to add to the state of the bird is what our code coverage is. I don't. Pidgin 2 is gonna be a pain in the ass to do it for, but everything else is just Mason, so it's easy. But that's something that I think might be interesting to track. But maybe not. Did I type patch? No. Icon search path. Right there. Why? Oh, because I typed source path. Then... Okay. That's not what let's do. Over here. Options. And then we're done. Is it protocol options? What the hell do we name this thing? Protocol options. We will say What this authorization granted message? This protocol supports sending a user supply message along with an authorization extent. Yeah, we've got better ways to do this now. Right, because like the other problem is like this isn't necessarily a protocol thing, this could be an account thing. Especially like invite messages, / commands, registration, right? That's not necessarily a protocol thing. So whatever. But we're just gonna say chat, or we're gonna say no password, because that one gets used all the time. We should probably OR it together, and no, I don't want to check it the hard way. There's no gassert flags, right? Yeah, I think so. I mean, you just do compare uint, but what's hex? Oh, displays the numbers in hexadecimal notation in the message. Okay. Which maybe that would make sense because. Oh, okay. Let's use that one. All right. Insert, compare, hex, options, comma, blah. Okay, we are good by the looks of it. Cool. Add purple.protocol tag and add unit test for all other or for protocol properties. From Windows Live Hotmail Plus to Microsoft 365 Basic, you're still just in pain. $20 a year, huh? I don't know. I vowed to never give Microsoft any more money when I had a Microsoft optical blue mouse, and I did a drag and drop. But where's my mouse? I did a drag and drop. I clicked, and I like moved the mouse with just the mouse button, and the mouse button broke off, and the mouse stayed where it was. So it was like, and I was like, what in the actual fuck? How do you break a mouse by doing a drag and drop? How does the mouse button fall off during a drag and drop? That was the last money I ever gave Microsoft. And that was like, I don't know, 2006, maybe 2008. I don't know. It was a long time ago. Which I realized, oh man, this hurt my brain so hard. I was talking to somebody about something I did in 2008, and I was like, oh no, that was actually on stream now. Yeah, that's how bad it hurt my brain. I forgot. That like when I first started pushing geometrification in Lib Purple, that was 2008. That was 17 fucking years ago. The fuck? Like, what? Huh? Like, that's some bullshit. To quote Harry Wunderspiegel from Resident Alien, this is some bullshit. That's how you feel, yeah. Or fetal position emote, that's how you feel. Yep. I mean, like, this year is my 25-year high school reunion, and like I've come to terms with that. That's fine. I don't know if I'm gonna go or not or anything, but it's like, fuck, it's been 25 years. like, like that. It's just, it's hard to stomach, or not hard to stomach, hard to believe, right? Just like, oh, like yeah, I don't really care, but that's messed up. Some bullshit. This is the presence. Yeah, presence icon. Your teen shivved you when you said, "Dada, you're saying 20 years ago, but the 90s is 30." Yeah, yeah. That's yep. Like, so I remember when I used to be able to say, "Man, that was 20 years ago. That's a long time ago." And that was the longest time I could say something, right? And then it became 25, then it became 30, and even 35. Like, I had a Nintendo 39 years ago. So I got my Nintendo when I was 7. Um and that would have, or no, that should have been 36. Okay, right. So not 39, right? So that's 35 years ago. So 36 years, whatever. So 36 years ago is when I got my NES, my Nintendo Entertainment System, right? But now I'm realizing that, okay, well, I don't have a whole lot of memories from 40 years ago from when I was 3, but there's a couple. And you're like, oh my God. Time passing is the worst? Absolutely. Absolutely. Keeps doing that shit? Yes, it does. The partner's mine the other day. He was looking up a movie, and I was like, the movie came out a long time ago. He was like, nah, it was recent. It came out 20 years ago. Yeah, here's a scarier one. The Matrix turns 26 years old this year. Actually, it's probably already 26 years old because it came out in 99. And it was like January or something, right? The Matrix, the entire thing is over 25 years old. Like, that'll, yeah. Pro tip, you old, yes. Yes, I figured it was old AF, but yeah. Hunger Games is getting old too. Time to scare some of you, the younglings. Yeah, it is. I remember that came out when I was working at the OEM, and I think it was like 2012 when it came out, right? Come on. Come on. 2008? Oh, shit. Okay. Really? Okay. Huh. That doesn't sound right. Maybe it was one of the sequels I was thinking of. Is IMDb down or is my shit just fucked? Oh, are you talking the books? I'm talking the movie. I'm talking the movie. You're talking the book. Matrix being 26, you're laughing but crying. Yeah. So I'm talking the movie. You're probably talking the book. I ain't got time to read. I try to read. Then it sucks, and I don't. So, yeah. So we're both right. The best kind of right. Oh, let me delete my other branch. See, technically right isn't the best kind of right. It's when all parties are right. That's the best kind of right. When you disagreed and you have different answers, but you're both somehow still right. Or you're all still right, right? Okay, deleted that. RBT land. I'm start. Was this 4005 for developer prefs? Yep. Technically right is always the best kind of right. I don't think these things are mutually exclusive. I think we can both be right on this. Because it depends on what the technicality is. We get water soon. Excuse me. Oh, it is so muggy in this room right now. Oh, 47% humidity in here. That's why. That'll do it. Like double space after period is best. So I've stopped doing the double space after a period because I'm sick of people complaining that I put it there. You don't have enough points for a hydrate. Well, I mean, I still got a third or a quarter of the bottle. I just need to go and get more. You keep trying to not do the double. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of gotten used. I've just kind of gotten used to it now, and I don't do it anymore. I don't think. I don't know. What am I doing? All right, so now we can go to protocol tags. We can rebase minus D default. Okay, then we can go to sip protocol.c. Protocol is null. Tag star tags equals null. And then this becomes protocol equals that. Return protocol. Tags equals purple protocol get tags. Purple tags. Is it add or set? I can never remember this API. Which is silly because I'm the one who wrote it. It's funny how often this happens. I think it's set. Yes, it's add. Add with value. Add tag tags. If the tag already exists, existing tag will be replaced. This says it takes a tag. All right, that's the add with values if you want to do them separately, right? So you give the name and then the value. So we can just say add. Tags add. Tags in development 1. Let's just say true. Or we don't need to put a value. Purple bonjour protocol .c. Purple tags add tags in development. Turn protocol. All right. And then we need XMPP protocol.c. I feel like my typing's really on point today. Everybody else think I'm going faster than normal tonight? Feels like it. Later when I want to have it no longer be in development. We just remove the tag. We just don't add it anymore. I mean, maybe we get rid of the wrapper, right? If we've got other tags to put in, sure, whatever, right? But this is, we need to get the protocol, we need to get the tags object out of the protocol, which is why we had to do it this way. But okay, that all looks good. Do we want to do the rest of this right now? I guess we should. Well, that's not where I thought I was. Like, it might be handy to have like a custom a define for in development or something, but we should it should be used sparingly, so I don't want to add it to the public API, right? So we should have a sorter and some other stuff in here, or do we have a protocol list? How's this work again? Okay, we have a sorter. So we want to add a filter list model to this. Pidgin protocol chooser. Oh man, this is still this way. Okay, this is fine. We should probably do a protocol display item, but that's okay. But the idea for this too is like third-party protocol developers, they can do it. You know, they could ship out a release and have the tag in here too. And then they can have people test it and it doesn't show up. Well, maybe that's a bigger issue, but the idea is just trying to give you a little bit more flexibility without confusing users, right? We want to filter before the list. The sort list model has a So we're not gonna call GTK sort list model set model anymore because we're gonna put a filter model in there. I just need to remember how to do this. Property name equals model. Object class equals GTK filter list model. ID equals filter. I gotta remember how the hell we do this. Oh, count chooser will work. Oh, one of the UI file. Excuse me. Filter list model, we give an ID. Okay. And then we just grab that and then we handle it on the other side, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Yep. The other side being in the C code. Right. So we can, how do we do? All right. We did it as a short tag, which is fine. I don't have a preference about like not using short tags and stuff. I don't give a shit. Right, so then we don't care about the sorter anymore. Right, because we're taking the name from the protocol and we're using that as the expression for sorting, for this GTK string sort. Right, so we don't have to do anything else. The declaration here does all that. So then protocol chooser over here, we're gonna say GTK filter list model. Oh, we should add the filter. Why don't we have the filter here? There's got to be somewhere else where we do this, where we add the filter. Okay, we do that all internally. It's fine. I don't know why we're not setting the filter here, though. I guess it doesn't really make sense. So GTK filter list model. So you have to set a filter, but like we would go ahead. Well, I guess we can do GTK custom or filter. No, it's custom filter. Custom filter. Can we set the match func after? Yeah, and then you do still set filter func. All right, yeah. So we can create the filter here. I don't know why we would do it this way. Maybe it saves us a little bit of time, but it's a little bit clearer if this is all here. ID equals filter model property name equals filter object class equals GTK custom filter ID equals filter. Alright, that's fine. Alright, close. I'm gonna do this as 2 separate pull requests. Just one for the protocols because they're nice and quick, clean, and then this one was gonna be built on top of that one to do the rest. Filter list model, set model, GTK filter list model, chooser filter model. Oh. Okay. Again, we don't care about sort anymore. We give no shits. Filter. We have. Wait a minute. I need to. No, this doesn't work anyways. I've got to do this. Yeah, this should be a G list model. Filter model. GTK filter star filter. Filter model. Filter. Okay, that's there, but then we also need to say GTK filter custom filter set filter func. Custom filter chooser filter. We gotta get to the rest of this. Nobody saw my typo here. That's fine. Don't care. Pidgin protocol chooser filter func. Sure. User data. We don't care. No. It's technically a callback. Is this supposed to be G Boolean or something? I don't remember. Yeah. Then we get to the item and the user data. That doesn't fit, right? Kinda, but not really. Protocol, star protocol equals so let's just do it this way. Again, I don't remember the tags API were shit. Git. Alright, we have lookup. Returns whether or not it was found. It's first tag that matches name. The value of the first tag matches name. If there's no value, null is returned. Yeah, that doesn't work. So we have to use lookup, which is fine. I'm going the wrong way. G Boolean in, or we'll say found, or in development. Oh, yeah. Return not in development. Yeah, we don't care about the value. Purple tags, lookup tags in development. I think we're done if we compile. We did not compile. Passing argument to filter from incompatible pointers. Once G object void star. Do we normally... Hold on. We might just cast this. That's what I need to find out. Nope. So what do I have wrong on my... Oh, we do cast it. I'm like, then what do I do? Oh, we cast it. Oh, I'm still not sure why that was the case, but... Should have been fine. Oh, maybe it's because the Giganusi unused. Oh. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Okay. So, cool. Right? Because we're not in developer mode. So we just see demo and IRCv3. Right now, this won't automatically reopen it. Oh, wait, what? This fucking window. I don't know what is so busted about that thing, but there's something busted with it bad. Okay, what? What are we getting here? Because apparently this is all sorts of wrong. G warning in development for present S. Protocol get name protocol comma in development. Helps if I spell protocol right. Okay, that looks right. The account window should have gotten trashed. Right, okay. Boom, it's gone. I'm an idiot. How's it going, Vault? And what are you noping? That was his option. Purple core, get developer mode. Return true. That's the problem. If we're in developer mode, we show everything. Otherwise, we don't need to do anything. Oh, okay, because I said if we compile. Gotcha. That's what the nope is from. All right. So now we see all the protocols. Now this isn't going to filter it out. Wait, what? That's not going to filter it because it didn't get rebuilt. Developer mode, you. Developer mode. That we should see a difference in this. Got the comma. Wait, tags isn't used? Wait, what? Did I must have accidentally deleted the line? So that would explain half of the problem. Okay, we're in developer mode. We should see all the protocols. We do. Okay. Close this. Preferences. Go out of developer mode. Close this. Account manager. Developer mode is 0. Good. It's working as intended now. All right, but there's one more thing we can do, and we will do. We didn't add a signal or anything here, or it doesn't matter. We don't have the core object anyways. All right, that's fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna listen for that signal, and if we have it, we're gonna invalidate our filter, and then it should automatically work, so you don't have to close the window and reopen it. Okay, so I got rid of all the warnings, right? Yeah. In the init method, so this one gets a little funky because of this, but it's okay. We say purple G pointer backend equals null. We need a better way to do this, but it's okay. Connect to the. Oh no, we don't need this. What am I talking about? G settings star settings equals null. Connect to the. What is the actual signal name? Changed. Wiki has potentially changed. Okay, yep. Admitted when the key has potentially changed. This signal supports detailed connections. You can connect to the detailed signal. Yeah, okay, good. This is exactly what I want. Alright, connect to the changed signal for the developer mode setting so we can invalidate our filter. Purple core new settings. im.pidgin.purple.core. Shit, I don't remember. Purple G schema. Yeah. G signal connect. Oh, we need to. Yeah, this is dumb. What the hell's the thing here? We have to worry about the life cycle of this thing now. We need to keep this, so we need to keep a reference to the settings object around as long as we're around. Which this is where this gets done, but it's okay. Do we not have we don't have a finalize even. Fun. It's okay. We'll just add one. That's not what I wanted. Pidgin protocol chooser parent class finalize. Okay. It's a drop-down box. It lets you choose one item. Or are you saying I typoed it? Looks fine there. Connect object. Chooser. developer settings, comma, changed, colon, colon, developer mode. G callback, Pidgin, protocol chooser, developer mode change, callback. Oh, right, it's going to be our object ourselves, chooser, and then G connect defaults. Well, this is G settings star self. We're not even going to use this. You see unused. I was typing so much better earlier, and now it's just gotten to be slopfest. G GNU C unused const car star key, right? Yep. G pointer data. Whole protocol Pidgin protocol chooser equals data. G custom filter invalidate. It's GTK custom filter anyways. Oh no, it's GTK filter. Is it changed? I think it's changed. Yeah, I have to give it the change type. Okay, so GTK filter changed chooser filter, comma. I don't know if it's gonna be less or more strict, so we're just gonna put different. Like I could figure it out, but it's only a handful of items, so it doesn't hurt to do all of it. And oh, is that the one you're referencing to? Here's the thing: if you're gonna make corrections in chat, you got to give me a line number. Because even with low latency on Twitch, it's like 3 seconds or something. I'm not moving that slow, right? So, like, it's yeah. Like I don't know when you saw it. You could be delayed more. You could be delayed less. I don't know. Also, if it's something the compiler is going to get, you really don't need to say anything. All right, now what should be able to happen is when we go here and we hit add, right, we see those. I don't think this will work if we edit the file itself. Not that we could do it that way anyways. I'd have to SSH in or something. But, so, okay, well, I guess that's modal, so I can't do anything on that window. And that's part of the reasons why this is all foobarred. Okay, whatever. So we go to developer mode. We click on developer mode. Now we got everything right. We didn't have to close the window. We didn't have to reopen it. Preferences. Go back here. Turn off developer mode. Come back here. Now we're back down. Good. That's working exactly as intended. Oh. All right. Protocol, developer, or in development. Protocols, in development. We didn't merge that other pull request, right? So we're still depending on that. It's still open. Yeah. Add an in development tag to all protocols that are in development. We'll say that are still early in development. Will be used to filter them out based on the developer mode setting. For 2005? 6. We don't have a ticket for this, do we? I don't think we do, because that's kind of how I forgot about it. Did I move that one? Oh, okay, no ticket, that's fine. Tested with, should probably call them the turtles. Oh, that's out of another silly thing for developer mode. So by default, we only show badges. We only show 3 badges by default for chat users. In developer mode, we'll show them all. Right, we just won't filter out the beginning ones. We'll just show them all. Tested with another review request that filters based on this criteria. Also called in the turtles. Yeah, again, try to keep pull requests small, right? And yep, Q. But yeah, so stuff like badges, stuff like that, stuff that's like useful for developers to see everything. That's a good move. We should probably mention. Like, the thing is, I don't know where we should document all this developer mode stuff. Because like, it's gonna be Pidgin. Well, I guess it'd be a separate page for Pidgin stuff, but. Okay, we're in developer mode. Or we're not in developer mode. Now we're in developer mode. Now we got everything. Okay, I just want to make sure everything's still good. Okay. Branch, protocol, chooser, hide, dev. Update Pidgin.protocol chooser to hide in development protocols. If developer mode is enabled, then in development protocols will be shown. Otherwise, they are hidden. $4,007. Opened the account manager with the setting off and verified that only IRCv3 and demo were shown. Turned the setting on with the account manager still open and verified that the chooser updated to show the in development protocols. Also called in the turtles. Oh, did I delete the... I did not delete the name from the sort object. We don't need this anymore. Also, I'm on a different pretzel station today, if anybody can actually hear the music. I accidentally clicked on something that switched the stations, and then I was like, oh, Chill EDM is back. Yeah, okay. Everything's still good. I want to make sure I didn't get any warnings or anything. It's 4008, right? Yep, get rid of that, add that. Okay, cool. We want to go to... Oh, yeah, we can just go to default. Actually, default. Ninja. Pidgin badges. Where do we set this? Do we set it in the UI? We do. Well, that's shitty. Hmm. It says the maximum size. Size will never have... Yeah, okay. We can, however, have fewer items if the offset is too large. So my concern with this is, since we set the value in the UI file, and if we're going to toggle it separately, that, oh, I suppose we could do it that way. Oh, that's silly though. So we either swap out the model. So the slice list model takes a subset of the items. Of the model, it wraps a model and it just displays a subset of them. I think the easier way to do this would be to flip this around. Or not flip it around, but to... We do this. By default, we're going to set this to slice model. Right. So then what we can do is we can swap out the model with what this is wrapping based on the thing. That's kind of shitty, but let's see what it looks like. Slice model. Slice model. So we in a template. Yeah, so by default, we're okay. We don't have any way to test this right now, or do we? No, we don't. I couldn't remember if we had like a custom badges in here or not, but we don't. We use tags to figure out the badges. All right, well, we can BS that. That's fine. Okay, so we have the slice model. Where do we set this thing? Oh, when badges get set. Oh. Um, this is silly. We need to store this separately. Or do we? I don't really want to do this, but okay. All right, if purple core so let's do this first. So we need to say refer to new object. Increments reference counts a new object. Decrements reference count of the current value. Non-null and assigns new object to object pointer. The assignment is not atomic. Object pointer must not be null. Can point to no value. A macro also included that allows the function to be used without pointer cast. Function itself is static inline, so its address may vary between compilation units. It's not atomic, so that's stupid. All right, this is fine. So in set badges, we always want to say, what was the line down here? Just delete this. It's fine. We're gonna rewrite this, but whatever. This is easier than me doing this from memory. Okay, we're going to always set the model of that guy, and then we're gonna call update, right? So if we change the badges, we update the slice list model. That's fine, not a problem, right? Then we're gonna call update, and that's gonna use. We're creating a separate function for this because we need it for the signal callback. Helpers, static void, Pidgin badges, update. And this is just going to decide which model we pluck into our. Wait, how does this even work? Right, we need this. Like, I'm missing part of this. G menu. No, not G menu. G menu? No. Model, set model. Or set selection. No. This has to be settable after instruction? Is it because it's no selection? Is that where the property is? Oh, it's GTK selection. Oh, this, okay. Never mind. It's because this is an interface. So if we look at no selection, this has a model. Okay. So we'll make this a GTK no selection object. What do we call it? Selection? Make it selection model. Okay. So, if purple core get developer mode, then we say GTK no selection. We have to bind it yet, but GTK no selection model set model. It's just badges directly, right? Yeah. Selection badges selection model G list model badges else GTK no selection model set model badges selection model badges slice model. Oh, that needs to be cast too. Okay, so this should work right now, but it's not going to work great. Oh, it's no selection, not no selection model. Okay, fine. Oh, I have to do it in both places. Derp. 165. Oh, I still didn't bind the thing either. Slice model, and then right. See, this is where preferences start getting out of control. All this extra code to make this silly thing work. All right. We can't really test this right now, which is okay. We'll get there, but we can't do it right this second. So first thing we have to do is we haven't finalized. I don't know why it's ordered wrong, but okay. Purple core new settings. Dot developer. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, okay, no, they're just under core. Okay, that's fine. For some reason, I was thinking it was elsewhere, but that's fine. Okay, right. G signal connect object. Badges, developer settings, comma. Change developer mode. G callback. Pidgin badges. Developer mode changed. Callback. Badges, G connect, default. Okay. Finalize, we already got the thing. Right, okay, yep. What do I name this? Grab this. Static void. G gonna see unused. G settings, star settings. Gonna see unused, const car star key, G pointer data. Pidgin badges, badges equals data, Pidgin badges, update badges. Okay. We compile. No. I messed up something stupid. Oh, yep, that's a problem. This is easy dumb problems. So what we're gonna do to test this is on just the demo protocol plugin. I'm just gonna spam like 5 badges on everybody. And then we'll go from there. This here. Demo. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. Oh, that's not it either. Where the fuck is this? Uh-huh. Oh, is it like demo badges? Nope. Demo protocol conversation for some reason. Okay. This should work. Okay, so it didn't complain anywhere. That's good. Oh, except we're in developer mode. So that didn't make a difference. Badges must dedupe. Okay, that's all right. Or not dedupe, but it's not gonna work yet. Yeah, there we go. Yay! Okay, so the reason this is important for developers is you need to check if all your badges got added, right? And like we can put something in a tooltip to list the badges too. But this just makes it nice and easy, right? So, yep. I guess I could have just Control Z'd out of this, but whatever. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. Diff one more time. Yeah, we shouldn't. Are we responsible for clearing these models now? Yeah, I think we're leaking those models. We'll need to test this, but that's okay. Yeah, so when we're putting it in and out of the selection model, yeah, okay, hold on. I think it's just the slice model we have to worry about, but we'll find out here in a second. Oh, what am I doing? I meant to run. All right, so the hack's obviously not here anymore, but it shouldn't matter. We are looking to see if this... Oh, I didn't mean to quit, but... Right, we didn't get any weird errors or anything. I meant to leave the conversation. Okay, we're not seeing any errors or warnings or anything, so we're probably okay. Branch. Show all dev mode, show all band, dev mode, show all badges. Update Pidgin dot badges to show all badges when developer mode is enabled. So allow developers to quickly verify if all of the expected badges are there. Doesn't depend on anything, right? This is just right on top of default. Well, it's supposed to be right on top of default, but okay. That's one word. For whatever reason. That's a fuck up. That's supposed to be on a branch. All right, hold on. Let me merge these and then we'll do that. 4006. I didn't put that on a branch, so it's on default. So technically everything is right, but it's wrong. Do, 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 do. 7. And pro protocol tags. Yep, everything's unhappy. Yeah, I know. That's okay. Issue up, dev mode. Oh, on that branch. Oh, I didn't. Alright, whatever, fine. Those other ones are going to get purged anyway, so it didn't matter. But I can post this now. Which was the intent. Holy cow, come on. We get an ad starting, but I need to get water and I need to pee. But we're going to get through this and then I'm going to do that. So sorry, we're not going to line up with the ad. And I can't snooze it anymore either. So it is what it is. Testing done. I temporarily the demo protocol plugin to add badges 10 times and then toggled developer mode on and off and verified it updated properly. Earn verified Pidgin.badges updated properly. Also gold in the turtles. Yeah, one of the other things I want to put in here with developer mode, I haven't figured out where it's going to go yet, but I want to put in how many messages are in a conversation. Because that will just be nifty and handy to know, especially like when things are going slow and stuff like that, right? So, all right. Back to 4007. And development tag to everything. No, I don't need that. Okay, and then we should be on 4008. All right. Cool. All right. I gotta take a quick break. I gotta get water. I gotta pee. I will be right back. All right, much better. Avoid a desync on how many the potential, how many max items to show, and then the other part in the code. Also, if someone adds what is the max value to use, then suppose GTK slice list model. Please. Gmax unit could be used, but that seems silly. Not sure we need to do the selection model, but the slice model is created no longer created inline, so that one should be our responsibility, I think. So we're something like 2 weeks or 3 weeks into me streaming and just chatting, and guess what? It hasn't mattered. There's been no discernible difference in viewership based on it so far. Which, yep, color me surprised. Oh, I wanted to get this done too. That's okay. All right. Oh, SWK, are you still sitting around? Still working? Okay, that just looks silly now, but it's okay. Oh, we still need to do the message condensers thing. So the info panel doesn't have a place to put additional stuff. So like how many messages are here, right? So like it'd be nice to see how many messages are here. Like we can count them, sure. But I would like to actually have a place to get it. Maybe this waits a bit. Like it doesn't cost us anything to look it up, because it's going to be tied to just the list model. It's not a big deal. We're just going to bind it to the items property or the n items. Oh well, or yeah, whatever. It's going to get a little tricky, but yeah, I don't think there's going to be a way to do that. This problem. So, yeah. All right. Well, what else do we have here? Okay, we got stuck with something here. Want this cause a duplicate who to be sent now. Purple message handler. Join calls this function before checking for own account and sending a who. Someone else creating the conversation for join would come through without going through blah blah blah. I didn't comment on this like a fucking idiot. I'm an idiot because I let it sit too long, and now I don't remember what the hell the problem was. I think it's in the stream VOD, but that doesn't help much. Wait. Oh, right. Okay. Yep. Although I kind of don't want to fix this right now, too. We could look at call member and kind of grind through that, but hold on. Let's look at the issues. The who on join would be cool, but this is stuff we've actually said we were going to do for the next release, and the next release is, what does the dashboard actually say? Oh, it's fruit. Oh, okay. 24% done. We have 45 days. We're at 24% done. We're halfway through the timeline at 24%, according to the burn down and everything. All right, yeah. Let's go through some more of this stuff. So the problem with the timestamp preference is I don't know that we necessarily want to give people like a full format string. Like all of you here, what would you like to see as an option for your format string for timestamps? Right, so what we're talking about here is these timestamps right here. We're talking about giving you the option to format that to whatever you want. Well, maybe not whatever you want, but like give you control to set it to something. Common timestamp formats. What does W3C say? Right, so like having optional seconds, okay, right? Like hour, minute. I don't know if seconds necessarily make sense. I can't think of anything that does seconds. But like maybe you want a 24-hour one, right? Defines a profile of 8601. Okay, that doesn't matter. I don't give a shit. Oh, let's see. It's for logs. Okay, so they just do their own with the whole time. I don't know where the fuck Appendix C is, but okay. So like this is the other problem. Like people can put random shit in there, which like I don't really care, right? Like it doesn't matter to me, but it seems silly, right? So we set the whole timestamp, but I don't remember what C is. In the times or in the tooltip, and then right now this is just how we do the timestamp. Instead, the idea is we would read it from a setting that, in theory, you could set to whatever you want. But I don't know. Like, I think all IRC clients are going to let you do whatever the hell you want, which, okay, makes sense, right? Whatever. Does Discord give you this option here at all? Appearance, auto, you can do 12 hour, 24, or auto. I also recommend accessibility. See nothing about time on this page. You don't want ISO 8601 at every chat message. That would be absurd. You want ISO 8 there's a yeah, okay. Like nobody wants now this is kind of helpful because they're hidden by default, but like this nobody wants that. Right? That's just too much. Right? Because like okay, more specifically, nobody wants that when you hover over it, you get it in a nice readable time that has the whole thing anyways. Right? So like one of the things I run into with Pidgin 2 all the time, and even Element to a bit, and Fluffy Chat, is sometimes it's hard to tell when the date changed. So having the timestamp that shows the full timestamp with the date and everything, much better. That's part of ISO 8601. So yep. Yeah, and I need my own time zone in every message too. Yep. That sounds like yep. Like you're the one said you want ISO 8601. That's the full profile for ISO 8601. All right, maybe the timestamp's something we shouldn't worry about right now, but so one of the other things that's coming at some point too, and one of the other reasons why we have the appearance page. You laughed too loud and woke up a cat. Oh boy. Is we still need to figure out how to do it, but we're going to allow people. We're going to have different message styles. Now, I don't think we're going to make them pluggable. But the idea will be that people that want their stupid bubbles can have their bubbles and they can leave me the fuck alone. We'd have a more generic like IRC like experience where it's like smaller, tighter, packed in, blah blah blah. And then we'll have the modern, or that's roughly what we're doing right now. And that's the rough idea for it. I think this stuff is doable. I'm not positive. We need to play around with it more. But the first part was get the appearance page going and then, you know, we can start figuring out from there. So we'll see. All right, what else do we have here? Should probably only update existing messages. This probably should just have a 12-hour and 24-hour option, maybe a custom option. But I really don't know what options are used in other countries' cultures, but we can always add more options later. If you had a preference for light dark mode, that one's harder. Then it's going to take a minute. Oh, we could do the notification badges. So this part's done. I guess I didn't make that actually depend on that one. 1883. You patch that every so often randomly changes the order of buttons in the UI so it feels like you update the UI at least once a month. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a big software house. SWK, now that you're back. So I have a silly question about SIP that I think you can answer, but I'm not positive. So like on my Polycom phone here, like I could packet sniff it, but I haven't. But when I add an extra line, are they getting different ports or are they all still using 5060 and then it's filtering it out and figuring it out on the phone? Like, is it common to do that or is it common to use additional ports? Is my question. Super common to use the same port. Okay, but that's something you said I have to build a whole lot of infrastructure in. Or on top of Sophia to make that work. You said I had to add some message parsing and some other bullshit like that. Is that something in the Sophia API? Because like I was struggling to figure out how to create a user agent. Number one, I was struggling to figure out how to change the port that a user agent is on. Okay, do you have some code you can point me at? Because like the free switch stuff you pointed me at, I think was way overboard. It's not that it didn't have it; it's just that it would have taken me forever to digest that. But like I wasn't seeing anything for Sophia for it. If you even have a rough idea of what the name is. So like there's the root application or whatever. Main page. This is not the page I want. No, I want to be here, I think. So API is so all over the place. Is it underweight? It might be underweight. Magic T, timer root. It's like create root or something. Oh, it's just create. Oh, message create, timer create. SU root create. So a reactor object. Okay, cool. Yeah. So like you pass the route to a UA, but it's work. It's multi-shot. Enables, disables, or queries the multi-shot mode for the route. The multi-shot mode determines how the events are scheduled by route. If multi-shot mode is enabled, route serves all the sockets that have received network events. If it is disabled, only first socket event is served. I don't think that matters. Also, if this is highly threaded, this is going to be a real fucking pain in the ass. That's basically a non-starter for us because we are not thread safe. So, yeah. Registers a wait object. The wait object callback function argument stored on the root object. It's called wait object signaled. Yeah, if I can have a consumer, like if it does all of its work in the thread and then calls back to the main thread, then we're fine, right? If it's not that way, then we're fucked. Full stop. Right, we just need to make sure that our interactions only come from one place, which is what I thought would happen with the glib source, the glib main loop integration, because that should keep us on the same thread, I'd hope. But again, this is just, you know, more and more potential problems. Yeah, I don't. I mean, we do have G async queues, which we could use, but then those are thread safe. But I don't know. The problem is packaging for BearSip. It's just or wait, was it packaged or wasn't it? I might be confusing stuff. Oh no, BearSip is here. There was the other one I was looking at. I was like ExoSip or something, and that seemed like it was more up our alley, but that wasn't packaged anywhere or something. Sure, this is GTK 3 at best. It's probably 2. Oh, it is GTK 3. Okay. Oh, Free Switch used to use ExoSip? Interesting. So the problem we might... that's a problem. BearSip core doesn't pull in OpenSSL though. Or no, it's BearSip. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for the wrong package. A-Sound. I think this is a problem. If this is what I think it is. Yeah, this is a problem. I don't list the licenses in here. Yeah, we can't use this. This is EPL. Unless it's changed recently. But Mosquito is EPL last I checked. Right. Don't tell me the actual fucking license. Oh, yeah. It's EPL. So Bear Sip's out on licensing grounds, apparently, because somehow it pulls in EPL. I'm guessing that's going to be from Libre. Oh, the Debian package does. Why? I don't know, but it's there. Lib Mosquito. And again, like, I don't want to pull in all these separate libraries when we have GStreamer, which this seems dumb too because they have GStreamer support. And like pulling in OpenSSL when we already have a hard requirement on GNU TLS is also a bummer. Right, because oh great, now we're going to use two TLS libraries that we have to compile for Windows and Mac. And yeah. Oh, why is it such a shit show? What about DTLS? Okay, well, I mean, why not get GNU TLS fixed for DTLS? Right? Or we can just say it sucks and not use it. And then carry two things that I have to maintain. And yeah. It's one thing if GIO and glib move to OpenSSL, then sure, fine, whatever, right? That not a big deal. The problem is that's not where they are. Right? So now we're gonna have split TLS stuff across protocols in the same program, and that's just a fucking nightmare waiting to happen. Right? At least from a debugging and troubleshooting point of view. I was looking for depends. Oh. Well, shit. Even Sophia depends on OpenSSL 3. Huh. Okay, so that sucks as well, but there's still the problem of there's no Windows binaries that I can find for Sophia. All right, anyway, let's not talk about the SIP stuff because I'm gonna fucking end up writing my own SIP parser. God damn it! And you're just gonna say good luck, and I'm crazy, and that's just the way it is. All right, well they're nowhere that I can find them. Do I have to pay a Signal Wire license to get the Windows binaries? And notice I said pay, not use my free Signal Wire account that I have to use to get to the packages. Do 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 do. I feel like if we do this other tag stuff I mentioned, we're gonna like create purple tags. Tags work on strings, which works for most part, but as Pidgin, we need to want to change the data structure of GObject. Right, what is this guy? Oh, right. We want to change it to that. I feel like this is total overkill. Like, so tags right now are strings. We want to move to glist model so we can stop using glist so that it's easier for other people for other languages to iterate. So I said there's things I want to do other tags we haven't really been able to do yet, but since we're going to make a GObject one, so I'll make it its own GObject. Basically, purple tag will have tag properties for tag, name, and value, but we also want to add priority, color, and source. Source could be interesting. Priority could be useful. But you know what? I think what we're going to do. Like, this just seems like I premature optimism or premature complexity. Let's go for that, right? Like, there's nothing driving this right now, except it might be nice to have this. And that sounds dumb. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna plop this out of here. And we're gonna say, not sure we need to do all of this right now. This seems. So I've removed the scheduled version. There's nothing particular driving this right now, except it might be nice to have. And that doesn't seem like a good enough reason to do it right now. Okay. So let's go back to 1802. Yep. Okay, so when did burb string object get added? Zero 0.3. I think Pidgin's already depending on that. Yep, 0.3. Okay. So that's fine. We can just pull this in. Let's do that. Let's just make this fucking happen. I'll go back to this. We're gonna remove this. For the time being, we're just going to use verb dot string object because we really don't need any of the other features right now. All right, right? And then we can get this done, we can get this closed, and move on. Verbal tag dot tags.h. This should be fine. Where is get all? Remove all is fine. Get all. Purple deprecated. Wait, I don't even think anybody uses this. Oh, okay. We use it in 1 or 2 places. That's fine. Oh, that's in the test. Okay, yep. Tags.c, not test tags. No. Yeah, we need to do G pointer array. Yeah, this is going to be a bit involved, but it's okay. Oh, we have to get all with name. That's interesting. All right, hold on. Let's look at this a little bit. Right. This should really be a filter or something. I feel so bad. Yeah, it's almost as karma's biting them in the ass. What? How far they don't know. Like, they are currently my insurance. So we'll see what happens in December when I need to go through the marketplace again. This is just the unit test calling this, I'm assuming. Yeah. Down to 274. Weren't they at like 460 or something? Or warning for you Australians? Okay. They didn't deliver like after Luigi. Like they weren't able to like meet their. So I don't know. Maybe you know better, SWK. I only read headline. They're at 515 a month ago. Jesus. The headline was something like they didn't bounce back as well as they thought they would with the new CEO or something, or they didn't meet some earnings or something. I don't remember. But they've gotten a lot of pushback because of AI denials and other BS too. So do we still put element type in here? I don't think, like, that seems like we shouldn't have to. The New York Times broke today last night they are under investigation for Medicare fraud. Oh, lovely. Good. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure Trump will pardon them. Let's get rid of this function. Nobody's using it. We'll add it back when we need it, right? Again, this is a problem of, hey, we thought we might need this, so we built it. But we don't. So why does it exist? All right, this is, okay, that's all fucked up because of that. That's fine. Wait, did I get rid of it here? I mean, that was the sentiment I was going for. So yeah. All right. 100 gig, 40 kilometer are $1,600 in the US right now. In Europe, you could order the same thing for the same vendor for about 600. Have you considered taking a flight? Hence my shrug. Like, there were some times when I worked at the OEM, we would have to get something somewhere the next day, like regardless, and like UPS or FedEx or something would be crazy because we're talking like 100-pound machine or something. So like, we'd buy it a plane ticket, and then there it goes. Or maybe you have a friend in Europe that could parlay this. Oh, I'm sending you some old items I have that were refurbed as a gift. They're responsible for buying engineers and equipment, plane yeah. Like, Where there's a will, there's a way. All right, I gotta remember how the fuck to do this. G clear pointer tags, comma, G pointer array unref. We got a ton of these that do this. It's been a minute. Purple tags in it. Tags equals G pointer array new full. Yeah. Reserve size. Can I say 0? It is a uint. Yeah, okay. G object on referee. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll still keep those signals. So the first thing is we need to make this work with the existing setup. Fuck, this still uses G cards. And then we'll go ahead and oh, this is gonna be deprecated too. And then we'll make it a glist model, right? Because that doesn't exist yet, so we're gonna do that part first. Deprecated. We broke a major long distance carrier once to get back online. They literally had to fly a tech and gear from Cali to Herndon. Am I saying that right? Herndon? Whatever. Virginia to get back online. Apparently they didn't believe me when I said, we're gonna do this crazy volume. Are you sure you can handle it? I said, yeah, sure, no problem. Then called you begging to turn down the traffic before we hit 25% of the ramp. Jeez. Ramp. Herndon? Okay. I don't know, I've talked about this before. When I was a kid, I had a speech impediment. There were certain words I couldn't say right, and I would mix up letters and shit. So the fact that I'm on Twitch every day, well, not every, all the time, is kind of funny. But Herndon, okay. Yeah, I don't know. So get count. This is going to return tags length. This doesn't need to be here. We're gonna get rid of it. But now it works. Get all. Now returns null. Okay. Do we actually use this anywhere? What is the fucking deal with this? I think this is for debug. Creates a separator delimited string containing each item and tags. Huh. There's a major peering point near DC. Fun fact, AOL used to have their main data center and DevOps center there. Okay, like huh. AOL was all in North Carolina, I thought. Herndon and Reston, Virginia. Or were they Virginia? I don't remember. It's been so long. So long. Used to date this chick that was the main dev for AOL billing software. Oh, fun times. I don't think you've seen it, but I haven't. I used to be a beta tester for AOL in the 90s. So I have an AOL 4.0 beta tester t-shirt. It's upstairs in my closet. Yeah. Who the fuck was using AOL in the 2000s? Come on. Like, America Online releases. Yeah, I know. I know you're older than me, but still. I'm just looking for a list of when they released their versions. Oh, AOL Desktop. That's right. There is still an AOL out there, even though they killed AIM. All right. Well, I don't know. This doesn't have a list of it, but so I started on AOL 2.5. So that gives you an idea of my timeline with AOL. When I started, 2.5 was current. Yeah. I mean, that's on the Wikipedia page, but like, I don't go that way far back, obviously, right? But I started with AOL 2.5 on floppy. So it's been a minute. I think renamed to AOL in '89. Didn't really do AOL that much. You ran a art page for BBS. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I was just a little hacker kid trying to learn everything I could back then. What? Oh. Okay. That's a little annoying, but it's okay. G pointer array find with equal func. We don't give a shit about that index here. Let's return G pointer array find equal func tags. Oh right, I gotta do it that way. That's fine. Brib. It's our new library, Brib. Can I use this? Should work. Oh, come on. Why did we not build that? Like, we're gonna build it, and it's gonna go into a burb release. I'm not gonna do this without that because it's gonna be so stupid. I'm gonna have to rebuild this a whole bunch of times. True if the strings. Um. First, these have to be nullable too. Can I do? Does this work? I don't know if that works. Unknown annotation. So so I know there's constructor. Should not become available as a static method, but as a constructor. This function is a method. So the problem here is it's going to get marked as a method, which is silly. It's not real. I mean, technically it's a method, but all right, whatever. It's fine. I don't give a shit. It's not that big of a deal. The thing is, it's nullable. That's the caveat that makes it weird. But we'll leave it that way. We'll see what it does. Oh, and actually, I think it's supposed to be that way, but whatever. It figured out that it was an annotation. Doesn't know what it is. And none of the other ones make sense for it, so it's fine. Okay. I'm back over here. That was accidental open. If stir1 equals null and stir2 equals stir1 equals stir2, return true. If you pass us the same pointer, they're equal, right? Return, at this point, we're going to come down to return verb stir equal, I think of it. Stir1 string, stir2 string. Stir1 equals null, and stir2 is not equal to null. Return false. Stir1 equals not equal to null, and stir2 equals null. Return false. So at this point, all the null, it can't be null anymore. So then we can pass it on to verb stir equal, which I think is the case, but I don't know. Double check. Yeah, verb stir equal. And then we should be good. All right, some unit tests, and we go from there. Assert true verb string object equal null. Stir one verb string object new. No, it's supposed to take null. We'll do it this way. No, we'll do it this way. Null. Stir 2 equals verb string object new test 3 also equals test. So make sure that null doesn't work. Assert false test equal stir 1 comma null. Assert false test verb string object equal stir null stir 1. Okay, cool. Assert false. Stir 1, stir 2. Same thing with 3. Assert true verb string object equals stir 2, stir 3. That should do it. Select true where 1 equals null. Union select where, yeah. Hey man, if it works. Should be null stirring 2. Oh. I'm like, why did I get a version? 121. I mean, it could be. It doesn't matter. We're testing the null versus not null here. Test the null possibilities. Like, arguably, we could also do this. These should be reversed too, right? Is null equals 1 in SQL? Oh, weird. No. This is still a string object. Just the string it contains is null. Stir 1 is not null. Right? We have a test up here. We make sure that it returns null. What we should do is say verb assert type. Verb type string object. That should be there. Right? This is valid. This will give us a string object that has a null value. It's not null. It's a little weird, but it's okay. SQL does weird shit with null. That I would believe. Some of the SQL stuff is just like, what? You're like, I don't even want to know how you check that. Huh? What do you mean fair cop? What's cop mean there? Monty Python, it's a fair cop. What Monty Python is that from? I haven't watched any Monty Python in a long time. Oh, man. Do. Whatever. Like I shouldn't have to describe why that's useful. Oh, okay, yeah. So I haven't watched much of Flying Circus. I've watched the parrot or the pet shop scene a number of times. I've seen the twit race and stuff, but I've never sat down and watched all the Flying Circus. I know. Here's my nerd card. Enjoy. Oh, I didn't call turtles. Oh, I wanted to check what this came up as in the docs. Yeah, so it comes up as a method. Oh, but it did name it that way. Okay, so that's at least a little bit clearer. Oh yeah, and this argument can be no. Okay, so that worked. Cool. You think they would make it just a function when it's not? Well, whatever. It's fine. All right. I want to wait on the string object until we release this. What else do we have set up in verb? Anything? What do we got? Oh, assert list model. Well, let's both say model and items. Oh, we finally added the string functions in 04? Jesus. Yep, expect stream, still not done. Okay, so there's a number of things in here, but we also want to add another thing to verb assert. Or how did that work? Didn't we add a thing for this? Or is it verb list model? I thought we added a thing. Sorry. Oh fuck, I gotta get to bed soon too. I gotta be somewhere for a meeting at noon tomorrow, which is gonna be kind of hard because it's like a 20-30 minute drive. So I gotta leave the house by 11:30, which is gonna be hard. And I gotta make sure I've got directions and everything too. Or did we just add the callback for the? No, what the fuck is it? Oh, it's burp counter. Yeah. All right. So list model items changed. List model items change. Okay. Updates counter every time the n items property changes. Okay, yeah. So then we also want to do burp count. Verb count property changed. At object, the object, at name, the property name, at counter, the address of the counter. Updates at counter, or updates counts how many times a signal at g object notify has been called. This will use ampersand name, or we'll make this nullable. This is a common use case in our unit test. So the less times we have to write it, because we can just put it in here, it'll work. If that name is not null, the detailed notify signal will be used. This is useful for unit tests to verify that their properties are notifying, that their property changes are emitting the notify signal. 0.4. Verb available 0.4. Verb count property changed. Oh, did I switch branches? I did not. Do. All right. G return if L G is object. G return if fail counter is not equal to null. Let's go. Car star signal equals null. Detail equals. Oh, that's a bummer. Do it this way. If verb stir is empty, name G signal connect notify oh, I can rewrite those. Okay, yep. Notify G callback verb count property changed callback comma counter. Otherwise, else G signal connect detailed name comma G callback verb count property change callback comma counter. Right, and then this guy can literally just become verb count property changed G object model notify and items counter, right? Car star detailed name equals G-star dupe printf notify. Okay. Curb count. Yep. What's your beef? Oh. Detailed name undeclared. How the fuck did I fuck this up so much? Detailed named? Not sure how I managed that, but okay. Okay. I'd argue we don't need this guy. Let's get rid of this guy. This hasn't been released yet, so... Verb count. Property changed. Oh, it's this one. And items. G-unit. Properties. Changed. Counter. Another item without clearing the counters to make sure we're still using our pointer and it hasn't been cleared or anything. Okay, that's whatever. Take a counter and add an item again. Okay. Oh, yep. Thanks. I really want to know about Confluence. Issue branch, count property changes. Add verb count changed. a more generic version of verb.count.list model and the items changed. Whoops, that's too much. I hate it when undo goes too far and you can't do anything about it. Which replaces the latter. So we're not going to do the Burb release tonight, although I suppose we could prep it. 4010 or 4011. And then test under veil grind and called in the turtles. Yep, okay. Twenty 250516. Add a license file. Verb 9. RR 3786. Jesus. We've gone through 300 pull requests in 3 months. Well, no, I guess it's much less. 4 months. Is there a bug on this? Like, no. 3834. Right, yeah. Yeah, this is one of those things where it's like we need to be releasing often. We probably could have released this earlier, but it's okay. So we bumped the API version in March, but I guess okay, whatever. Yeah, we don't mention when we have people authors. I don't think, at least not normally. 3890. This was me, right? Add our common string functions. This was me, 3889. Oh, add some helpers for counting list model changes. Burp 13. 3935. This is me. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Did Ivanhoe add himself? I think he did. Yes. Okay, we'll put this in. 3890. Like, he was supposed to be in there and he was missing. All of a sudden, I'm like, wait, I think he did this himself. So this gives him a release credit, right? Or mention in the changelog, even if it was him adding himself. Is this 13 again? Yeah. It's not again, it's the same thing. Per 15. This is me, I assume. Yes. I don't know what that was yet. $40.10, $40.11. Bad time for that ad. That's funny. I was like dying tired at 7 o'clock, so much so that I fell asleep and took a nap. And now I'm more or less awake, which is silly. And now I yawn, of course. Of course, how else would that go? All right. Do, 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 do. $40.12. And nice list. All right. Hopefully we get that out in the next couple hours, and yeah. All right. In the meantime, we are going to get out of here. Robotic Head, it's too early for him to stream. And I didn't see him in my list. Let's double check. At least I know where we're going. Yeah, he's not here yet. Okay. We're gonna go raid. I'm still not sure how to say his name. We're gonna say it's Chi Chi Impact, but it's QIQI. But we're gonna call him Chi Chi Impact. I don't know. If you don't want to join the raid, you can go ahead and hit cancel above chat. Always, there's nothing else you need to do. YouTube, this is where we're going. I don't know if he has a YouTube, and I don't know how to do raids there. So, whatever. In the meantime, be sure to follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Hit the notification bell for whatever your desired level of notification is. You can also follow me on social media. I do post on my Mastodon when I'm going live. You can find links to all that right over here. And if you'd like to join us on the officially unofficial Pidgin Discord, you can find a link to that right over here as well. I grabbed too much in the copy. At any rate, I may or may not be on this weekend. It's gonna be a busy weekend. I got a bunch of stuff at guard to do, but in the meantime, I should be back on Monday. So, until then, have a good one. Adios. No, I hit the wrong thing. Adios.